summarize, water, you're chayiv for carrying it if it's enough to wet the patch of the eye. Now you could use any liquid for it. It's not unique for water. And we see, and you could use wine, you could use milk, and nevertheless, in wine and milk, you need a larger amount because it's not the typical thing you use it for. Only honey, which is the typical thing to use for a wound, you measure by that small amount. So how can we measure water by the amount to put into this patch? There's two answers. Either in poor places, they would use only water, or that water is the preferred liquid to use because it doesn't blur your vision. Then we spoke about blood. That blood, certain types of blood, according to certain Tanoim, a smaller amount, the amount to put into one eye, would be enough, would be significant. Because there are two illnesses, a wart, they would use blood of a wild chicken, and for cataract or some or other white dots in the eye, they would use the blood of a bat. And if you carry that blood enough to put into one eye, that would be good enough. Then Tanakama says that the small measurements are written for someone, a regular person, a moitzi. But bimatzniya, when it was put aside, even the smallest amount is also chayv. And Rav Shimon argues and he says, no. If you put it aside, that's when these shiurim were said. And if you didn't put it aside, then you need a revius. Now, what does it mean, bimatzniya, which sounds like when it was put aside, even someone else is chayiv? And that's only Rav Shimon Elazar's opinion. Everyone else says that only the person who put it aside is chayiv. It says Abaye was speaking about a Rav and a Talmud. When the Talmud is working for his Rav, he follows his Rav's opinion. Then it says that Chachamim agreed to Rav Shimon that dirty water you chayiv by your revius. Now, dirty water in this context must be as dirty as blood. So you can't even use it to wash anything. So what is it useful for? To prepare mud for building. But the mud, even a much smaller amount, is also significant. It's also useful. They would use it to fix the opening of the crucible. Says the Gemara, yes, if you have prepared mud, you would use it for that. You would not prepare mud in such a small amount. If you prepare mud, the minimum would be using a revius of water.